Smoky Chorizo chili. This is one of those dishes that you just want to let it cook kind of low and slow, smell it cooking all afternoon. So I've got a pound of Mexican chorizo, which is just a spicy sausage. So I've taken it out of the casings. I'm just letting this brown in a little bit of oil. And while that's happening, I'm going to finish up chopping some of my vegetables. Actually, I should add a little salt and pepper. And you just salt and pepper to taste. You can add as you go if you think it needs more. When you're making chili, you might be tempted to put everything in at once and just let it go. But really you're building flavors. So I've got a red pepper here, some red onion, and I'm gonna chop up this orange bell pepper. You can use green, but I like the sweetness of the red and the orange, and also it's pretty. I'm gonna stick this in the compost. So really all you wanna do is just dice it up. All right. Peppers are chopped up. I'm gonna check the chorizo here. Give it a stir. Make sure you just break it up, just like when you're cooking ground beef. And I don't add any spices until I know the meat is cooked through, because if you're adding chili powder and like brown spices, you get the illusion that the meat is cooked and it might not be fully cooked. So I just wait till I'm absolutely sure the meat is done, and then I add the spices. All right, so the chorizo is cooked. So now I'm gonna add in these beautiful peppers that we chopped up. A lot of vegetables. And the red onions. It's one of the things that makes this chili so good though. It's just loaded with flavor and loaded with color. And then I've got a jalapeno that I've diced up and seeded, so we get some heat but not crazy heat going in. And then I've got some garlic. I've got 3 cloves here that I'm just gonna grate in. Now I want these vegetables to just soften and cook down a little bit and start releasing some of those flavors, the sweetness of the pepper. There's that garlic going in. Oh, look how pretty that is. I think it says Southern Ski Lodge. So pretty. So this is one of those moments where you want to let this soften before you put in some water and some canned tomatoes, because you don't want to just steam the vegetables. You want them to actually saute a little bit. And now I'm going to add in some spices. I've got some Ancho chili powder, tablespoon. It's very smoky. You see how that'll darken the chili, so that's why I want to make sure that it's fully cooked before I start adding spices. And we want to let them simmer as well, just to bring out all those flavors. I'm going to add in a teaspoon of cumin, which is very standard in chili, and a teaspoon of smoked paprika, adding smoke to smoke, and then a half a teaspoon of dried oregano. Give those a stir. Let all those flavors release. And this is really just called building the flavor. Honestly, we're just starting with that yummy chorizo. We're adding in yummy vegetables, letting them sit for a minute, adding in all these spices, just getting better and better, everything we add. Once you start to smell those spices, then you know you're ready to add some liquid. 2 cups of water. And 2 cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes. I love fire roasted because you're just, again, adding one more little element of flavor. And they're kind of all the rage, so you can find them anywhere. And then for more flavor, I'm gonna add in a couple of cups of beef broth. It already smells so good in this kitchen. Give that a stir. And I'm keeping my heat at about medium. And then I have some butternut squash here. I'm gonna finish chopping up and add into the chili. Just diced up. Butternut squash is the perfect food for cold weather. It's hearty and I love it in everything. I love it in soups, I love it in chili. All right, all this butternut squash is ready to go. The chili is simmering, so I'm just gonna add in this squash. Oh my goodness, this is so wonderful. It smells so good in here. And then the last thing I'm gonna add is 2 cans of black beans that have been rinsed and drained. I'm just gonna go right in. Stir everything in. I mean, this looks and smells incredible. I'm impressing myself, and I don't impress easily. I'm just gonna let all this meld together. The flavors will just keep developing. I'm gonna serve up this smoked chili, and that's been simmering for about 45 minutes. And I've got some really fun toppings over here. We got some sour cream, we got some cheese, got some onions, and you're just being patient. Oh, wow, yeah. This has everything good in it. All right, this is ready, and we will go enjoy our ski lodge situation. All right, girls. You're gonna love this because we have smoked chili made with chorizo and all sorts of vegetables.
This is such an amazing idea, the Winter Wonderland.
And I love the idea of like topping your chili with whatever you like.
This looks so
What
good.
crazy
It
person
smells
doesn't
amazing.
want cheese?
You might not want Italian parsley in your chili, and you might.
Okay, I cannot wait to eat
I have
this.
to have a jalapeno. on
We've
my
been
chili.
smelling this for far too long.
That's why I gave you a cocktail.
Is this squash?
It is butternut squash, yes.
That is so good.